Fuck it.
This
Start.
is just real shit, real
That's what I'm saying.
conversation.
We really shit talking.
Um, as I burp, I've been drinking beer.
Man,
What are you talking about? What's some real shit to talk about?
we can start off the question I just asked you.
You did.
Do you think, I'll say all everything aside, do you consider yourself a good woman?
And I always said, I think I have the potential to be a good
Mm-hmm.
woman. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of things that I'm still insecure about. I just have a lot of work to do as a woman. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even like this past year, I think I went against a lot of my morals
Mm-hmm.
for money.
Oh, okay. Yep. That'll.
So that for me, I wouldn't consider myself a good woman. That somebody should be like, you know what, that's a good woman. But eventually, I will get there once I continue to follow God.
Now I'll ask you this: do you, because being a good woman extends further than just like having a partner or just being a good woman to a partner.
Correct.
I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah, just like in the
Okay.
world. Yeah,
Okay.
like I mean, just who I am. Like I really want to feel like a good woman for myself, not really for a man. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if that's a bonus, if I
Mm-hmm.
do find a man that's like, you're a great woman, but I want to feel like I'm a great woman. I want to know that like I'm confident in knowing I'm a good woman. And if a man does come to the table, this is what I offer.
Okay. Now I'm really finna get my bag. What do
Okay.
you look for in like? What do you look for in a man, or do you want him to find you rather?
I think honestly, I've looked for all the wrong things, but ideally now I would like to say that I would love a man that understands God the way I do.
Mm-hmm.
I would love a man who has ambition, which is like the cliche answer, but I like men who hustle. I like men who, you know, you have a destination where you're trying to get, and I would love to be next to you to support that. Like I'm such a supporter, and for me, that's one thing that I look forward to in a relationship is having a partner to like overly support and stroke his ego and like
Mm-hmm.
refill his cup as he goes out into the world. So you definitely have to have a bigger vision or a bigger goal you're chasing. So I do look for that. Um, we do look for looks. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not going to lie with you. They
And you
ever
feel me? The
people be
niggas,
like, it ain't.
niggas say looks don't matter. That's cap.
It
Cause it's like,
is. I don't want
cause
to look
looks.
at no ugly face
That's what
every
I'm saying. Before anything else, you don't even know if the person's a good person or not
because you
because
can't
you.
get past the
That's
looks.
what I'm saying. You got to look a certain type of way. You got to be attractive, and that's just an unfortunate fact. Like
Yeah,
people's not gonna give you the chance to get to know them. If you
yeah,
could be the greatest person in the world, but unfortunately, if you're deemed unattractive to that person, then they're never gonna give you the time of day.
right.
More than likely. But let me jump back a little bit. You said that you were looking for the wrong qualities in niggas. What qualities were those?
I felt like I looked for a surface level shit. Like, oh, does he have like a lot of tattoos? What is his sex like? What is like the shit that really don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in my younger, like it was just child shit. Like I'm a woman. I'm looking for somebody who's like, can you be a husband? Can you provide? Can you lead me? Can you protect me? Like none of that shit ever really mattered to me. It was like, do you look good? Is the sex good? Are you somebody that all the women want? Like it was just shit that was crazy. Like
Mm-hmm.
are you mean? Are you this? Can
Mm-hmm.
like it was just childish shit, honestly.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think that's because that is how the Las? Do you think that's like something that's Las Vegas central? Because I, what I mean is this: just me being an outsider here, what I've noticed is a lot of men live off of their woman here.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the women have to take the role and lead.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff that I deem as important, obviously, I'm not looking for no man though. Let me
Yeah.
just put that out. I ain't looking for. I am a single straight man, but
You're funny.
but I've noticed that women here, yeah, like just like I said, the dudes here they follow the woman's lead a lot. And it's like, so they might overlook those qualities, like you were saying, like, oh, is he a provider or does
Yeah.
simple shit like, does he even have his own place?
I mean, I can only be accountable for myself, so I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like because I've never been shown the example of love or what a woman should be like or a healthy relationship, that's where my flaws came in. I
Okay.
think because I never had the example of a father growing up of like, okay, this is what a man should be like. This is what you should look for. I just never knew.
Okay.
I had to figure it out throughout life. So I don't know. I can only speak for myself. So
Okay. I mean, that is a really good answer, actually.
do you feel like you're a good man?
Absolutely.
Okay. What makes you a good
Absolutely.
man?
Uh,
What defines a good man? Talk about that.
well, I don't like you just. I don't speak for all men. I can only speak for myself. I
Right.
think personally, I am a good man because I am a provider. I lead. I have emotional intelligence. Like I am able to
Mm.
actually hold a conversation with a woman and not necessarily. It don't even be about sex. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Mm.
lot of people are so quick to rush to have sex with somebody, and I get it.
That's
I do get
so
it, but
good.
they don't understand that if you talk to a woman and you can actually get to know her, the sex is
Yeah.
gonna be better anyways.
Way
Like,
better.
cause she's actually gonna like you and she's gonna.
It's just gonna be a different connection,
Yeah,
I feel
that's what
like.
I'm
And I
saying.
feel like
Y'all, when y'all actually like each other, and it's not just lust. When y'all
mm,
actually like each other, it makes everything that much better. Cause
cause
now it's like, okay, now the sex is done. What do we do now? I don't want you to leave now. Like
yeah,
let's go grab something to eat, or we can just sit on the
yeah,
couch and just watch bullshit for hours.
yeah,
And it's like I genuinely enjoy your presence, so I don't mind being around you.
yeah.
But a lot of times, it's just like, all right, I nutted. It's time for you to go.
And I love that you said having a great conversation outside of sex because I feel like not even just men, but a lot of people today don't know how to have a conversation.
For
It's
sure.
like outside of the DMs when you're face to face, like people have no idea how to like hold a conversation. It's like after the what you doing, how you been, it's like, okay, what now?
Right. And that has a lot to do with, like you said, social media, because it's like
It's crazy.
people have courage because they don't have to see a person face to
Mm,
face anymore. So you have access, as a man, you have access to any woman in the world just through social media, and you
yeah.
can talk to any woman in the world.
Yeah.
But the stuff you say online, you're going to be most men are going to be a lot more brave online because they
Mm-hmm.
never really have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's why you got dudes out here sending dick pics to these women just unsolicited. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they feel like there's no repercussion. But
Yeah.
you would never do that in person.
I'm finna start cutting dicks off. As soon as you send it to me, don't let me catch you in real life. I'm chopping that meat right off. I'm not.
You know how you can stop that? Post them.
But I'm just not
You're
in the business of exposing. Even though I
but
know it's
they
just
did it
on
to
them,
you.
I don't want that on my page. Like I don't want that on me. Cause
You should,
I just be like, who I don't want nobody put my coochie and my titties online,
but
but
you don't probably. I would hope you're not just randomly sending your coochie out
oh
to
no,
people.
but no, not randomly, but
That's what I'm saying. But
y'all niggas better delete that shit too. It's up, but anyways,
you think
another.
niggas really be deleting that shit?
I know they don't. Even I don't trust it, but I'm like, well, fuck. When I get famous, y'all probably gonna see my coochie. So
You ever had a nigga?
mm,
Never.
it's
I
unfortunate.
was
That's why
finna.
you shouldn't do it. That's why I feel like, man, I understand you got to go through things in life, but I wish that.
You could always lie if your face ain't in it.
But that's true, and I do be covering my tattoos too. But sometimes I just feel
They
like,
like,
man,
nah,
it's just
that's her.
crazy. Like I feel like the woman that I am now, I wish I could have been like an example for the younger woman that I was when I was lost, broken, insecure, and didn't love myself because I just never. I don't know. I feel like a lot. Let me not say a lot, but I just never had the perfect example or blueprint in my personal life of like this is what a good woman is.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if you don't have that, like this is an example of a good man or this is an example of a good woman, how do you find that without going through the experience of life and getting burned and learning?
But I don't think that you can, like, without it. If you don't see it directly, I mean, that's just a part of life. You have to
Right.
go
So
through the stuff. So
yeah.
you're gonna take your lumps, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that because you're growing. Because if you don't go through all that stuff, you're not the person you are today.
That's very true.
So, and you don't know who you would have turned out to be. You could be in a worse situation if you had, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
just because it seems ideal to have seen what an ideal marriage or relationship looks like,
And
that
most of them are like every marriage that I've really seen. Well, not every, but most of the marriages that I've seen, they haven't been happy. Like that's why I kind of have this different outlook on marriage now. Do I think that monogamy is possible? I don't believe in it as much as I used to because
what?
I've seen just so much of the opposite. Or even sometimes for me, like I see married men who say things to me that they shouldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't respond in a certain way. Like if you were my husband, I wouldn't want you responding to anybody like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of takes that belief away too, because I'm like, you're married. What are I mean, unless you have like a situation or an agreement, then that's
Mm-hmm.
different. But there are some married men that respond to me in ways or engage with me in ways where I'm like, this is why I probably wouldn't get married. I've never dreamt
But
about marriage like that, but
what? So, do you think that is just out of fear that it's like, okay, this is what I've seen, so I know the nigga's gonna do it. Do you think it is that, or you just like,
no, I feel like for me, I've today I'm in a space where I would accept it. Like I would probably be more open to, my partner like going out and having a situation outside of me or just accepting the fact that it's gonna happen. I think and it's the woman that I am now, I'm like, it's gonna happen. Like you're
but
gonna have somebody and I'll go as long as you provide and you lead, I think there are going to be other things that I have to focus on that'll overshadow that. Like the woman 5 years ago, I used to be like, cheating is a deal breaker. But now I'm kind of like, if this man has provided for my household, he leads, he does his part, as a provider and protector, is cheating going to be the deal breaker for me? I don't think so anymore.
see, now we finna really fuck him up because I'm the total opposite stance.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. Give me your point of
that
view.
this perspective is nuts because it's like if you choose to commit to one person, right? Then that's what it is. That's
I
just
agree.
and it's it's safer that way. These motherfuckers out here got
Exactly.
any and everything, so it's like you bringing that kind of energy to me, it dooms your relationship from the start. And I'm not saying you would start that way, but to me, it just kind of dooms your relationship because it's like we're already introducing other women. We're not even. It depends on how long you're in your relationship, but it's like
Yeah.
we're not even really locked in. We don't even really know each other like that yet. We ain't been through our ups and downs yet, and you already trying to go out and fuck somebody else. It's like,
Right.
and let me ask you this: would you be out there like? Would you have a side dude or anything like that?
No, I feel like it's not a problem for me to commit to one person, but I feel like now I'm at a point where I feel like it might be delusional of me to think that a man is going to be able to be with me for the rest of his life.
Lou, I'm not gonna
And
lie.
I'm not saying like in a way where men ain't shit. That's not coming from a bitter perspective. It's just
Mm-hmm.
me like kind of looking back like, I don't know if you can be with me forever.
Lou, let me tell you this, just from a man's perspective, and I'm glad the camera's on. You are a beautiful woman, and there is some guy out here that would worship the ground that you walk on, and
Thank you.
you would be his whole world, and I really mean that. But and it y'all would be just y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff really does exist. It really does.
I did believe in it, but I just feel like it's just so rare, and I feel like maybe I just need to take all my.
I think you need to leave Las Vegas.
I think
Well,
I just need to focus
just find you a
on
nigga that's not from Las
myself. I
Vegas.
think once I continue to grow and heal as a woman, the person for me is going to come. Because am I ready for a great man? Maybe not.
That is also
Maybe
true.
that's why I'm not finding him, because I still have a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of shit that I need to do. So who am I to be like, I need this and this from a man? And I know that within myself, I don't feel like so many women, we push marriage and I
Mm-hmm.
want to be a wife and you got to propose to me. Are you ready to be a wife? Do you understand what it takes to be a wife? And not even just a wife, but on both ends, do you understand what it takes to be in a partnership, to be a partner?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
That is a
Or do
great
you
point.
just want that?
Mm-hmm. And that is a great point.
That's just, I guess, where
No,
I'm
no,
at.
that actually is a very good point because to you, like you were saying, people think they're ready for it, and like you said, like you ask somebody, "Do you think you're a good woman?" and they say, "Yeah." It's like, okay, what makes you a great woman? Well, uh, like the sex is really good.
Yeah, I
It's
look
like that's
good
it.
and I cook but it's like, what do you
It's like,
do? How would you define a good woman?
ooh, for me, a good woman to me is somebody who isn't afraid to listen. But you also have to be somebody worth listening to. And you also
Okay.
have to be willing to listen. Like for me it's not what I say goes. It's like I'm willing to listen to you because you might have a perspective that I don't have. You bring
Mm,
because if you're my partner, you bring something to I obviously saw something in you, and you bring something to the table that I
yeah.
lack. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you and I'm gonna respect your opinion. And so for me, listening is a big thing. And then I probably say, I don't. You have to have empathy. You have to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes
Mm,
because life isn't black and white. There's a lot of gray area in life,
yeah.
and you have to be able to, at least for me, because I grew up one type of way, and I grew up in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
So do you feel like because you have that southern hospitality that kind of changes your well you view things from a different perspective? Do you feel like that plays a huge part?
I think it's because I had my parents in my life, both of my
Mm,
parents in my life,
that's good.
and for better or for worse, because my parents weren't like saints. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen a lot of shit growing up,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of shit I couldn't have, and there's a lot of shit that could have, you know, messed me up real bad. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. God, maybe God protected me. I like to think that's what it is, and
Yeah.
in my mind, to where it's like, okay, I could use this and be like, okay, this is what love is, or I
Mm-hmm.
could take it and this is what I did. I was like, I will never be this way.
Yeah.
Like I look at things, I'm like, I will never do this.
Yeah.
That's why I don't allow myself to get angry now,
Mm.
because I, I seen where that shit can take you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I seen where that shit can take you. So I never
I
allow
feel it.
myself to get angry. I've probably been like legitimately angry one time in my whole life.
Oh, that's good. Wish I could say that, but I'm learning.
No, I feel you. It's
Learning. We're just,
it's not
but it
easy,
all starts with like your childhood. I feel like that's why when I see people have kids and they don't understand how important that role is.
man. Like they just be
Like,
out here doing anything.
yeah, and it's like, do you understand? You have their future in your hand. You are determining what adult that's going to be like.
Hmm. But and the problem is these people don't care.
They don't.
They don't take time to actually want to raise their children. And
And raise them, meaning, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, not just giving them a fucking iPad or
right,
you really have to sit and engage with them, see what they like, talk to them.
right. Like, and I'm talking about young too. Like
Yeah.
they could be 1 or 2 years old. You sit there and talk to them, talk life into them. One of the reasons, and
That's
I
good.
will say this right now. One of the reasons I feel like I am who I am, because one thing my mom always did was she told me how handsome I was my
Mm,
whole life. So I might not be attractive to somebody. I'm not going to be attractive to every woman in the world, but my mother instilled so much confidence in me that you see it when I
can't
go
break
somewhere.
that.
So it's like, okay, it's okay if you don't think I'm attractive because I think I'm attractive. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what you think. I'm still going to be me regardless if you like me or not. And then
yeah.
eventually, if you're around me long enough, you're going to start to think I'm attractive because it's just going to rub off on you. Like you're going to see the confidence and realize it's not arrogance, because there's a difference between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
So that's just how I like to think about it. And even that statement right there could be seen as arrogant, but
That, no, that was real as fuck. Shout out to mom.
shout
Man,
out to
shout out
mom.
to people having two parents. I feel like that's such a big part of my flaws in life is just one, childhood, two, letting go of it. And because I never got the love that I feel like I deserved,
Hmm.
nobody ever built me up as a woman. I just grew up my whole life thinking I was like the ugliest person in the world, and I had to just I had to give my body to men for them to like me, and that still didn't work. And
Hmm.
all that shit is just important, man. I just like when I have kids, dude, I'm just gonna be the complete opposite. And it's important to fill them up with words at a
Hmm.
young age. And that's how I like to do with my niece. I'm like, you can do anything. You're the princess, you're everything. It's like
Hmm.
because that shit matters. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to count how many people called me pretty in my life. And I can
Hmm.
still remember that number. It was 6. And I can remember every person that told me that.
Like in your whole childhood, or like when you were
Like when I
18?
was a child, yeah. Like
If
up until maybe like I think until I transformed, maybe in like my 20s. But when I was a kid, I
oh,
remember
excuse
being 11. I was like, this, okay, I am pretty. This person called me pretty. This person called me pretty. This person, they said I was pretty. I remember doing that.
and that goes back to what I was saying about my mom, because it's like she instilled that confidence in me. So it's like
It's important.
I don't give a fuck about y'all opinion. I am who I am, whether y'all like me or not.
You know what I'm saying? She talking about they recorded next door and they be fucking body slamming
That's what
shit
I'm saying. They
next door,
for the
and
people
it's
for the people that don't
crazy.
know, niggas is getting fucked right behind this wall. Probably. Just so y'all know. Y'all
It's
might
just
can't hear
wild.
it, but it's nuts.
Like
But
it's only you got to just be quiet for
you feel
them
me?
and it's fuck everybody else. It's cool,
Fuck
whatever.
it, we ball.
But back to what's important. Damn, where were we? Yeah,
How you been, Lou?
you know what? I have been
Oh,
better.
you know what? Before
Oh man, you got me nervous. What?
my name is QuixkMadeit.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh, we did just start it.
we niggas
We
don't know.
did.
Niggas don't know who I am.
We went straight into the real shit.
You
Authenticity,
feel me?
man.
What,
We just talking
what
about real shit. We ain't got to do the. But Quick is here. QuixkMadeit is here.
is there a name for this podcast? What is the name for this?
This is gonna be authenticity, and what I think I'm gonna do is just keep it just real raw and just there it is. I had
Okay.
a show intro and everything, but we'll just authenticity.
There
This
we
is what
go.
this is called.
This happened in real time.
Real
Y'all heard it.
time, real shit. And maybe I'll just need people to come and do it with me because I tried to do it with myself yesterday, and I was like, this is too real. Like I have too many. Ooh, no. I don't know if I want people to know all these things about me.
And we were talking about that earlier. How people come up to you and think they know you,
Well,
but
do I want people to know me?
this is what we signed up for.
It is also what we sign up for. So
You can't
It
have
comes
it. You
with
can't
it.
have it both. But back to what I was saying. How are you?
I'm a lot better now. I think once I just fully started my journey to God and really understanding who God is, I've been better. Has it been another tough year? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm built for it. And I'm good. How have you been?
I'm on top of the world. I can't lie.
I love that.
I'm on-
I love that.
I'm on
man.
top
You
of the world.
deserve it.
I'm on top of the world.
You deserve it, man. And
I've been.
thank you for being a phenomenal friend.
Hey.
Like
I
you
try.
have been such a great supporter.
No. We don't got to do all of this.
We don't have to,
No,
but
we-
I
we-
mean, I'm
no,
going
we-
to.
no,
You don't get
no,
to tell me what
we-
we're not like.
no,
You don't have to do it, but
no,
I'm gonna do what I want to do. But no, like you've been just like an amazing friend, such a real person, such a light in my life throughout 2 years of pure fucking darkness. So thank you
Well, you're welcome.
so much.
The feeling is mutual because I really do. You're one of the, like I was telling you off camera, you're one of like 2 Las Vegas natives that have never done anything weird to me personally. Like everybody else, niggas just is weird out here sometimes. So it's like
Yeah, I feel that.
you being one of 2 people, and the other person is FL Nino. Shout out my little brother.
Shout out to Nino.
But besides y'all 2, maybe I'm missing 1 or 2 people, but y'all are the only 2 people off the top of my head that
Yeah.
I can think of that have never done anything weird.
I used to get so defensive when people would say like Vegas people are weird, and then I just really realized when I experienced my own people being weird, I was like, this is why fucking people say that. Like we do weird shit or we follow shit that's like not who we are. Like right now, I think the most annoying thing is hearing Vegas niggas talk like they're from Chicago. For them, like what the fuck are we doing?
But that's because
I get it's trending, but like I don't know. Like I think it's just I have so much hope and passion for like my hometown. It's where I'm from. You know, you like you just want to see greatness. You want to see us be great. You don't want to see us fall into like people already call us followers. People already call us fucking weirdos, and we just like you're right, sign the dotted line, and I don't know. It's just disappointing.
That's just what's popular, and that's because this place is a melting pot. Like people come, it's like it's still weird to me that people grow up here. Like people, it's a weird concept to me that people like were born and raised here. Because this is, to me, this is all like you see this place in the movies. It's like Hollywood. This is a place that you see in the movies, so it doesn't feel like a real place to me. And especially, I'll just speak for me. I didn't know anything about Las Vegas aside from the Strip because that's all you see.
People used to ask us like, "So you guys like live on the Strip?" I'm like, "The fuck, no." That's crazy.
Once I got here and started living here, I'm like, niggas that live here don't even fuck with the Strip.
We
real.
don't, unless you work on the Strip. That is the only time.
The locals don't even.
We hate the Strip.
That's what,
honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that is crazy to me. And then, fortunately, I've been able to meet tons of people that are from here. And you know what? I have to correct myself. Tay Bands is another one.
Shout out to Tay Bands.
He's never done anything weird to me that I know of. He's never done anything weird. And check my dog out. Check his music out. And FL Nino too. This is not a music podcast, but I can't talk about them and not support their music and
Facts. Yeah, it's very interesting here, and I get it now. But Vegas is it's one hell of a city, you know. I had made a post the other day that people like misunderstood when I was just like, you know, it's tough to get Vegas to support you. I was just giving a reminder to people like, don't focus one on your city support no matter where you are, but
Mm-hmm.
Vegas is just a tough city. Like I remember watching YG at fucking Hard Rock go on a stage rant when Tootin' and Booted was like one of the biggest hits on the radio. He goes on a rant on stage like, I'm never coming back to Las Vegas. Vegas don't fuck with me until I could like sell out a stadium. And he really hasn't been back since, like really
Mm-hmm.
for like a show like that. And it was like, if this nigga, you know, couldn't do it's like a lot of mainstream artists that can't even get Vegas behind them. So
A lot of
it's
people
just
just don't
fucking
even come here.
it's yeah, because it's tough. It's tough.
But
I feel like
I'm
it's
not from here,
to
so I don't really.
really get people to fuck like to really sell out in Vegas. You got to be a special type of a talent.
For sure.
It's not easy here. So
At
just
all.
imagine like you not being a big name and you trying to make it here, and then you have niggas, everybody. And another thing in Vegas, well, I can only speak in Vegas, and I know this shit is fucking like in every other state too. But again, I can only speak from where I'm from
Mm-hmm.
and what I experienced. But it's like so much entitlement here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, for those who don't know who I am a music producer part time. I also have a full time job, but I'm a music producer, and that's how I was able to get my name out there. And
Mm.
I've worked with a lot of artists, and a lot of them talk bad about each other, and
It's so weird.
it's like y'all,
Right when you first meet them,
and it's like, bro, you don't know me, you don't know who I'm cool
you
with.
don't know who I'm connected to. You don't know if I'm actually friends with this. I could be related to this person. They don't care.
That's why it's like, and I don't come from that, so it's like I wish somebody would come to me trying to say something crazy about Nino. That's it's like,
Like, get
bro,
out.
it's not even that. I'm gonna call it like, hey Nino, you hear what this nigga saying about you, bro? Like,
And it's always like, no, bro,
and
I'm
I'm gonna look
cool.
this nigga dead in the eyes. It's like, bro, what are you on? Like, you can't think you gonna sit there and talk about somebody that I fuck with, and it's just gonna be cool because I'm not one of them type of niggas that's gonna sit around and gossip with you.
And that's the problem. A lot of people. I mean, we get more into the music side, but that's really what a lot of people do. Like, especially in this industry out here, niggas sit and they gossip about each other. They sit and they point out what this person didn't do, what this person didn't do, and I'm better. And you got to shit on somebody else to try to highlight yourself. And really, you just look like a fucking cornball. I remember an artist, and I loved their music. They fucking wrote me this long ass paragraph about their beef with another artist that had nothing to do with me. I'm like, that has nothing to do with me. And with my response, they knew they fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have told you all that. Yeah, you shouldn't have, because now I'm looking at you crazy. I don't need to know that.
It's like, bro, we're here for the music. You're a ham,
and you don't know me. Why are you telling me who you don't know me? That's the problem. Like, you don't fucking know me. Now I'm looking at you like I'll never tell you my business. Like, I've always looked at people that get comfortable and within 30 minutes, you know, their whole life. And I'm looking like,
and I'm like, I haven't said a word. You don't know shit about me
at all. There are people who like, what do you do? Like, nigga, I don't. It's people that have no idea what my personal life is like. They can't tell you who I've talked to or whatever, because it's like, I don't trust you, and that's not your business. And it's like, I see the way you run your mouth, so why would I tell you anything?
And just outside of the music stuff, like we were talking about once again off camera, people only want to be around you sometimes just to see what you have going on, just to see how you got what you got, and just to go back and tell the next person. It's like, oh yeah, I was chilling with Quick and he did this and that and he got. It's like, bro,
very weird behavior. It's very. I don't know. We're just in such a. You know, a lot of another thing I wanted to talk about is, I feel like we are in such a fuck you pay me era, where it's like, if you ain't giving me money or paying, just I can't talk to you. And I think that's just like crazy.
Yeah,
everything is like, even men, like, a man can't even do anything nice for you anymore without being called, oh, this nigga's a trick. Or it's like, how do you go on a first date and then it's like, nigga, if you can't pay all my bills, like, those are qualifications now. Like, then you gotta pay my bills, but you gotta hit the Cash App, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
But that's just internet shit. That shit, and this is why I say.
But it's really like a mindset.
People don't think like that in real life.
You think they don't? I've seen I'm seeing teenage girls do it in high school, where they're looking at young boys like, well, if this nigga ain't finna pay me, like, what the fuck are we doing?
That is terrifying. But I don't speak to teenagers. I speak to grown women. And the grown women that I've come across in my whole life, I've never one time in my whole life had a woman approach me like that. Like, oh, you have to pay all of my bills. I
Wow,
have,
we must be in two different circles because I'd be looking like,
because to me that's not real life. Like that's just internet stuff, and
I'm
people
telling you,
like
it's not internet stuff.
even the people
I'm
that
telling you, it's a lifestyle.
it,
Like I'm trying to tell
but
you.
it can't be because these same women that are saying that are fucking some dude that with no car and no house. So
There is, yeah, that's also true, but
so
there are a lot of women that are simply fucking men just to get their bills paid and to continue to get in his pocket. Like that is a real thing.
no, that
Trust me. And then and then I come from Las Vegas where girls at a fucking young age, they don't even try to go get their first job at McDonald's
and
anymore.
that's
It's
what
going straight to the fucking blade. It's going straight to find a pimp. You have pimps that are like 16 and 17 now. And it's like that used to be something you fell back on because that was your last option and
right.
you needed to survive. Now it is like forefront. And then you have these grown ass women. Sorry, I'm so passionate about this, but you have these grown ass women who glorify their 304 lifestyle instead of just whatever the fuck you choose to do. I understand it. Go ahead, do what you got to do, but don't glorify this fucking life because what you don't teach these little girls or what you don't put in the real shit is like the dark shit that comes with it when you got
Mm-hmm.
your ass beat, when this nigga went too far, when you looking in the mirror and you feel fucking disgusted and your soul is empty and enough
Mm-hmm.
money, there ain't enough money in the world that can erase that.
Right.
That's what motherfuckers don't talk about. So like
But because of people just see the money,
they see the money
and
and they
fall in love with the money, and they just like, oh well, I want what she has, or I want what he has,
yeah, and
and
it's fucking stupid. Like you know how many girls I mean, I guess because I was raised here, so I see I'm on a whole different algorithm. But it's like I get on Facebook, it's like 304 Central, and I'm not shitting on people that do what that do
nah,
to that do
let's shit
that,
on
but
them.
I'm shitting on the women that glorify that lifestyle and press it like it's cool. Girls post pictures of them in a hotel room with a trick. It's not even private anymore. It's like open. It's a joke. It's like I'm a proud 304. This is what I do, and it's like y'all have fucking daughters. You have kids that's watching you.
And that's
The
what I'm saying.
internet is like there's people out there, and it just breaks my fucking heart because I think it's so corny. And now you have these little fucking girls who are doing that because they like I don't want to go do this anymore. I don't have dreams. I want to go fucking sell my body
Right.
to make this real money, which is like, you don't even know they're not even getting that fucking money. They're giving
It's
it to a nigga. Like,
facts.
you don't even know the whole game. Like,
But
it's, oh, quick. It's so bad. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Let me calm down.
nah,
It pisses me off, man.
I
It
get it,
pisses me off.
cause like you said, these motherfuckers, they not even trying to do nothing else. They turn 18 or like you said, even younger than that, and they like, all right, fuck it, OnlyFans it is. It's like short. You didn't even try to have a regular
You
life first.
didn't even
you didn't even you
try.
didn't even try to have a regular life first. Like you said, you get a job in McDonald's. There's for
Did,
you niggas. Look, you niggas that we're talking to on the camera. There is
Mhm.
absolutely nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 job.
Nothing.
I am a music producer and I make pretty good money doing that. But I also right now currently, I also have a full-time job
Yeah.
because there is nothing wrong with having a full-time job as well. And if anybody tries to
Nothing.
clown you for having a full-time job, they are a bum.
Yeah.
And you need to
Facts.
get far away from that person because that fast money only lasts so long.
And it comes with the price of your fucking soul. Like it's just you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Facts.
Let me tell
Like
you what, don't be ashamed to work. Like nigga,
if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and cuz regardless you can put on a front to the world, but you have to deal with yourself at the end of the
mm-hmm.
day. When all the drugs wear off and all that other stuff is gone, you have
Man,
to sit with yourself and
man.
think, and your memories are going to eat you alive.
Oh, come on, cause you finna open the door and I'm finna close that motherfucker, but I'm gonna let it open because that is some real shit. Like a lot of people, like I'm like always like I'm a square, but like I've lived and experienced the fast money life.
Hmm.
I'm 33 years old and it still fucks with my soul every day. It plays a big part in why I'm mentally fucked up and why I have battles and how I deal with men and how I just deal with life in general. And I literally woke up this morning and I prayed that God give me the strength to forgive myself and be able to like, have grace with myself.
Hmm.
That shit it
Is
tears a part of you in pieces that is like, it's not worth it. The money is not
and
worth
it's
it.
not because there's no amount of money that can erase those memories.
It can't.
Like
Oh, that's so good.
you have to you're gonna have to live with that. Like I have never done nothing like I've done some bad stuff in my life, but now I think about it, I was like,
I've done some freak shit, man,
I'm like,
and
bro,
it's
I'm
disgusting.
like, dog, why did I do that?
It
Like,
man,
I did not need to do that. What did I do that for? Like, my whole like, if the shit would have went left, my whole life would be over. and,
I swear.
and it's like, why was I doing that kind of stuff? For what? Just
Yeah.
to seem cool for people who don't really give a fuck about me, or like the love of money.
The love of money. And you see these girls who is like, oh, this nigga's a trick. Da, da, da. Like, no, really, you're the trick. That man could go make that money back. You can't go make your morals back. You can't go get your self respect back. And it's like he's dangling that money over your head, and what you doing for it? You turning the tricks.
I'm not gonna lie though, them niggas is weird too.
They're weird. I'm not saying that, but
yeah.
I'm just saying how we think that the game is, oh, women are in control of this shit. And it's like it's all fucked up on both ends. Like,
For
yeah,
sure.
these niggas are 1000% weirdos. You look at shit like the certain shit niggas like I've looked like.
Like you
What
said,
the fuck?
like
But
you said, niggas will call somebody a trick just for taking a woman on a date.
exactly.
It's like,
because
how am I going to get to know her if I don't take her on a fucking
that
date?
mindset is just it's the trend now, and it's like we gotta stop that. Like get out of the fucking mindset of like, okay, what can you provide for me financially on a first? Like, why are you even worried about what the fuck is in my pocket? As long as I can cover this date or whatever, we not even there yet. I feel like money is such a personal conversation, and you don't just that's not something you bring to the table on a first date.
Right.
You what's in your bank account? What you paying with? I saw this fucking thing on Facebook. Like, what if this nigga pay with a Cash App card? Didn't he pay for the shit?
Did you pay for it?
Exactly. What kind of card you got? Because half of you niggas don't have bank accounts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's like. What's going on? And some of these women too.
When I said niggas, I meant just
like,
a whole. But yeah,
these women be broke. Too.
Broke as fuck, and you want a nigga to come with a 6 figures. Make it make sense, bro. And sometimes for me, that's why I be feeling like it's just me and my masculine energy. And a lot of women be so mad at me. Like when I hear women vent, that shit just drive me crazy. Like I don't really relate to a lot of the shit that they go to. And I be trying, but then I'm just like, this shit is wild. Like women, we don't know how to be accountable. We nag all fucking day. Like I've seen women, I'm like, look at you just fucking nagging, and you ain't doing your part. You just fucking nagging, but women can't be accountable. I'm looking at I don't even know what this cooking with Kai thing was, but I just saw it pop up on Facebook. Y'all hating on this girl because she look good and she cooking, and you see women in the comments like just talking shit. And I feel like when you hold women accountable, now it's labeled as a pick me. And it's like, no, because we don't know how to fucking be accountable for the bullshit we do. We don't know how to just understand you a broke ass fucking woman and you want this man to have his shit together, but you broke. And all you bring to the table is fucking pussy. And you look good for how long?
And every single woman on earth has one of them. Every single woman has a pussy.
What more do you bring? And it's like, and we could go both ways with shit, but I feel like it's always just so like, but women do this. But man, we need to be accountable too.
There are also some lame niggas out here that just make money their whole personality.
It's like everybody's fucking. We all got some fucking soul searching to do. How about that?
For sure, it's a lot of. The world just fucked up.
It is, and I feel like we just in a world where motherfuckers don't know how to look within themselves. Like it's so easy to point the finger at what you do wrong and what you do wrong, and I'm pointing a couple fingers at lifestyles and shit too, but I'm pointing a finger at myself too. I could call you out for your shit and look and be like, I'm calling you out because I've been you. I've been there. I've done that shit, and I can tell you the outcome of that. Like this shit's not.
But it's hard to tell somebody that when they get that fast money, it really is addictive.
It is. So you got to go through it. But
it's hard to tell somebody like you shouldn't be doing this, and they bring it home fucking $3 grand every night or $5 grand every night or something like that. Like, and I know people that pimp. I know some of the 304s out here.
Yeah, I've never been a prostitute.
I haven't either. but
step away from. But it's kind of like prostitution come in different ways now when you think about it.
I don't know.
You be once to play.
Prostitution is pretty. I feel like it's
it is, but
if you
be
somebody for money. That's makes you.
Oh yeah, see, I never fuck nobody for money.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like if you like send niggas nudes and shit,
nah.
That's low key. Like you dancing on a thin line.
But that's like OnlyFans though. That's not prostitution. That's like OnlyFans shit.
Well, either way, I don't do that shit.
And I'm not paying for OnlyFans either. That's just out. We not doing.
What is your like? How do you feel about OnlyFans and all the women doing it?
I mean, to me,
the question is, do you respect a woman that does OnlyFans?
It depends on what she's doing on there. Like
sex.
If she's getting fucked on OnlyFans.
Fucked or if she's just showing herself and not getting fucked, is it okay?
For me personally, I'm strong enough where I could live with that. Me personally.
Oh, that's so
I
understanding.
personally could live with that as long as she's not getting fucked by somebody.
So you can live with like men seeing
Yeah,
you.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care about none of that.
Oh, that's
Y'all niggas not
cool.
fucking her. I don't really care. But like I know women that do
So it never bothers you when somebody's like, "Hey, I saw your girl titties online today."
it, and it to me it would never be about that. It's the fact that you try to disrespect me. It's a disrespect thing because you're only telling me that to disrespect me. Like, oh yeah, I seen this bitch naked. You're only saying that to
But how
disrespect
did
me.
he have that upper hand on you? Because your
But
woman's
but
titties are online.
but I'm dating this woman. I knew she did OnlyFans.
I understand that, but
Yeah,
she's
but
putting you in that situation.
no, I'm putting myself in that situation because
Oh,
I
because you
decided to
agreed
date her.
to it.
I knew
Oh,
she
I
was
see
doing
what you
OnlyFans when
did.
I decided to date her.
That's
So
good.
I got to be able to accept what comes with that.
I love that.
So I'm not mad that she does OnlyFans. I'm mad that you tried to disrespect me.
Right.
That's what I'm upset about.
Because I know what the fuck going on. I
You
respect
feel me?
that. That's fire.
I know what my girl is doing, but you not finna sit here and disrespect me. You had to
Yeah.
pay for it. I see it for free.
Yeah.
So it's like you not fucking her. I am.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, I don't really care about shit like that. And I say that now.
So it doesn't bother you like now because I feel like we're in such a era of like just you could just women we're just naked online.
That's
That
a
doesn't
fact.
bother you. At some point, is it just like okay, like if your woman is just naked online every day, like you're just fucking naked.
If I choose to date somebody that I know does that, then what can I be mad about? You were doing it. That's probably how I met you. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew you did this and I decided to date you anyway. So why would I be upset about it? Now, if you hid it from me and I'm dating you and I found out that you do it and you were hiding it from me the whole time, now it's a problem.
Okay, you guys do it every day. I mean, you already know what she does. Now you guys have a daughter. How are you feeling about that? Like hypothetically, you guys have a family, and now she's in a different.
Me personally, and this is gonna be fucked up to say,
It's just I'm just
I
asking.
would never get that woman pregnant.
Okay, so that is something that you wouldn't respect then. You don't see her, you see her. I mean, I don't think you'd see her as a wife or somebody you could be with for a lifetime. If you can't make her a mother, if you don't see her as being a mother of your child, then there's
And
obviously
she's
not
still
that.
doing it? Is that what you're saying? And she's
Yeah,
still
like
doing it?
throughout it, like
Nah,
she
that's out.
happens to get pregnant.
Nah, that's out.
So it's not something you would rock with for
No,
time.
I do rock with it, but if we're having children, we just had children are a much bigger responsibility.
Exactly.
Like children are a huge responsibility that people don't take serious enough. Like just because I can deal with it doesn't mean my child can deal with it. And that's
Hmm.
something that both people need to come to an understanding about. And once you decide to put that stuff online, it's there forever, whether you want it to or not. Because
Exactly.
your child is going to be like,
Your
oh
child has to live with that.
well, I saw your mom naked. She was sucking dick online for $5. I could pay $5 to see your mom naked. Your kids are going to get terrorized at school, and
Exactly.
that's the sad reality about it. But people love money so much they don't care about like, oh, I'm putting food on the table like this.
Hmm.
But at what cost? Your child is miserable.
So would you see this woman that you would be okay with showing her body online as more of just like a temporary girlfriend, but you wouldn't see her as a wife? I'm asking.
Temporary girlfriend, but it's like it just depends on the part because it's like it depends on how much
Does
I
it get
vibe
tricky?
with the person. Yeah, it gets super tricky because like I said, everything is in black and white. So it's like, how much time do we have invested? Like, and once again, I knew you were doing this when I decided to be with you in the first place.
Right.
So it's like, I'd be a hoe if I held that against you. But as long as you're forthcoming with the person, like I'll rock with you. I don't mind that you do it, but I don't know how far we're going to take this. Like, we can't have no children. If you can have this conversation with this person up front and they're like, we can't have no children because this is how I feel and everything, like everybody knows what's going on, then I don't see a problem with it. But having children is serious
Different.
business.
It's definitely different.
But if she's like doing feet pics and shit like that, who
Oh
cares?
yeah, that's not. Yeah,
But
it gets too much
and I
focus.
will say, I might could live with it if she never shows her face. I might could live with it. If you never see her face, I probably could live with that. I probably could have a child with a woman like that. You never see her face. I'd probably be good with like that.
Well,
What about you? Let's say you get with a man and you find out he has OnlyFans. Yeah,
if you would have asked me this question a couple months ago, I would be like, yeah, sure. I would have said what you said. I would have been like, Well, I knew what he did before, so I support it. But the woman I am in this moment, no,
Why not? Because
because
the
I
stigma's
don't.
different.
I just whether you're a man or a woman, I just feel like your body is something that just shouldn't be posted. Like it shouldn't be shared with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just have a different outlook on it, and you just shouldn't even do that to yourself.
I think
I don't
I
want
think
that. I don't
people are.
want. I don't. You just no.
Mm-hmm.
If you're willing to get naked for money, you're willing to do a lot more freaky shit for money. It starts. It's just. It starts there. Trust me.
That is
It's
true.
gonna start there, and then when the numbers get bigger, oh, you're gonna get deeper and deeper
You're gonna
into
be
it.
in Dubai getting shitted on.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying no. I wouldn't even want a man to. I wouldn't even expect a man to give me that if the tables were turned and I was online. I would 1,000% respect the fact that she was like, "Nah, you're not a woman I could take home. You're not a woman I can make a wife. You're not a woman that I want to be a mother to my kids."
But that's that I don't feel like that's realistic because there's so many people in the world that somebody is going to be okay with it. Somebody
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
not
give a
saying
fuck.
that, but we're saying I'm saying
Yeah,
you
just
and I'm saying me personally.
hmm
You are gonna be able to, if it's not me, oh, you're definitely gonna find somebody that's gonna be okay with it. And I think that's how simple life is. You should just find people. I think we're trying so hard to make people that are not meant to be together understand each other.
hmm
Now, if this is what you want to do, that's great. Like,
hmm
go for it. Do what you have to do. I respect that. We are just not meant to be together. You should go find somebody that is okay with that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You meet somebody tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yeah, y'all together, y'all locked in for real. Y'all on some lovey dovey shit. Y'all
Okay.
really locked in. You find out that they had a OnlyFans when they was, let's say the guy's 30 right now. You said you find out he had a OnlyFans when he was like 21.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. You want
But
me to hold that against you? We all were
I
young and dumb. I'm not gonna be like. I'm not gonna hold that against you. I have shit that's out there when I was young and dumb. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying like, oh my God, you're shameful. I can never be with you. I understand we all have a story.
hmm
I'm saying the woman that I am right now, sitting on this couch,
hmm
moving forward. If you were still to be doing that in this moment, it's not gonna work between you and I.
Okay, so if they
But
did
if it
it,
was from your past and you came from something and you've done shit before, I've done shit before. So I would give you forgiveness as I would hope that you would forgive me for the things that I've done because I know life is hard. Shit happens. You got to survive. You got to take care of yourself. And a lot of the times you do shit out of survival mode. I understand that. I'm very understanding.
hmm
And I'm not one of these judgy people, Christians or religious people who will save that for another day. But
hmm
that's not the perspective I'm coming from. I'm just saying right now, I would rather you not do that. I'd rather you not do that. And I'd rather us not be together if that's what you feel you need to do.
okay, so they can't currently be in it type shit.
Correct.
Okay.
I just wouldn't be able to support that because I just would want, I would be like, maybe. I mean, hey, I would try to talk you out of it. Maybe I'd be like, hey, what else do you like to do? What else are you good at? Maybe your dick, it could go somewhere else. I don't know. But I mean, I'm understanding to it though. I get why people have to do certain shit sometimes,
hmm
but I ain't perfect and I've done shit. So I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying if I don't want myself to do it, I don't want my partner to do it either because I know what comes with it.
hmm
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you.
That's all I'm saying, man. I think we've gone deep. I
Yeah,
don't know.
niggas
Touched
really,
a
you
lot.
feel me? You really shit talking on here.
Really talked about a lot of great things. Yeah, got deep.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We'll do this more. We'll just
Mm-mm-mm.
drop shit. People probably gonna be mad.
They're
Like
gonna be
she
like,
said this.
these
I
two
don't care.
niggas. They're gonna be like,
But I
these
think it
two
was dope
niggas.
because we had like two different perspectives on a lot of
A
things.
completely opposite perspective from what the world thinks,
Yeah.
which is gonna be
But I feel
nuts.
like you kind of were like more I don't know.
What,
Maybe I was just a wild
lenient?
nigga. Yeah.
I don't know, cause I got certain boundaries that just can't be. I got everybody has their things that are just
Yeah.
you cannot do this. Like for me, I can't if I'm with a woman and I find out she fucked anybody I know, it's over with. And I
Mm.
don't care how long we've been
Well,
together.
I've definitely fucked a couple of homeboys
I'm
back in
like,
the day. Yeah, I get it.
I'm like,
That's the thing for you guys. I get it.
I can never take you serious.
I don't know if I have like deal. I think what is my deal breaker is if you have a kid and you don't take care of your kid. I think that's like
Yeah,
my number one deal breaker for
what are
men.
we
I
doing?
can't really think of any like. I guess I can't think of it right now. But a hard deal breaker. No, this is not gonna work. I think it would just be mainly like you have kids or you lied about the kid. You tried to hide it. You don't take care of your kid.
What if the guy told you like, I didn't tell you about my kid up front because I'm very protective of that, and like I just hope you can respect that I'm telling you now, type thing.
Okay,
Could you get
that's
down with that?
different. That's different. As long as you take care of the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I get it, and I'm not a person who expects to meet your kid right off the bat because that's also something that be making me.
You feel me?
I be looking at people sideways when you let your kid meet people right off the bat. Like if we just meet, we start dating, and you bring your kid around me, I'm automatically looking at you
Or
crazy, and it's a turn off.
you invite me to your crib. First off, I'm never coming to your crib on the first link. That's out. I've seen too many people get set up. But if you invite me to your crib and your kids is there, it's like,
That is you. That's letting me know you just bring anybody around your
you
kids.
feel me?
This is not good parenting. I think my whole thing is like parenting is a big thing for me.
For
If you
sure.
have kids, I don't mind, but what type of parent are you?
I look, man.
That is big for me.
I look at that shit.
Yeah,
It's
you.
like-
I'll probably take a nigga that's slinging dick on OnlyFans, but if you would, I could probably get past that. But if you a terrible fucking
If you're
father,
a terrible
I
parent,
I can't.
like if I go to your crib and your house is always dirty. If I've been to your crib more than 3 times and it's dirty every single time, and you knew I was coming over, you'll never speak to me again. I look at shit like that. It's like, cause you're okay just living like this.
I feel that.
Like your house is always there. I've never seen it clean. We can't have any conversation.
Yeah,
Because my crib is clean. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's clean all the time, but if I'm inviting somebody over, it
yeah,
is clean.
Yeah,
I at least have the common
feel
decency
that.
to clean up.
I feel that.
Like
I
you
feel
invited
that.
me here and shit is everywhere.
Yeah, I feel that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think that would be my only deal breaker. It's terrible parenting because I don't know. Maybe because I come from a broken parenting situation, so I take that
Now,
important.
as it should be. Like me personally, I don't even associate with people who don't take care of their children.
Yeah,
If they have children, I will not. I don't respect you as a man or a woman
at all.
We will never do any. I won't even. We will do no
Yeah.
business together if you're not a good parent.
I
If I
love
find
that.
out you don't take care of your kids, we will never do any.
Or if
business
you're a
together.
freaky pedophile. Those are with me, everything is so you know what? Let me just backtrack a little bit before we get out of here because we got a lot of time going. But I could look past a lot of shit. I could look past your OnlyFans. I could look past a lot of shit. I can be understanding. We could work through a lot of shit. But when it comes to these babies and how you are being a shitty father, any type of fucking pedophilia going on, that shit's out. You're dead.
It's always out.
I can't look past it. I've never respected the mothers who fucking can still be with a man who has done freaky shit with their kids.
And it's like the kid, like, why would my kid even come to me and say some shit like that? You have to go right now. You're going to prison.
And why would you even question your child's opinion?
And it's like, come on now. I don't even want you to be. My kid not even going to joke like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so why would you even come to me and no, that's out.
Yeah, I think those are my hard deal breakers.
And it's like if you
everything else I can work through because I'm pretty understanding. I feel like
if you mistreat kids, you'll mistreat anybody.
Yeah,
So,
kids and dogs, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
animals.
You mistreat animals and kids, you are
a sick
scum
fucking
of the
person.
earth.
Yeah, that's good, and you deserve the electric chair.
Oh,
I support that.
So I just can't.
Yeah, I think that's just me because love and partnership is just understanding is the biggest thing, and I'm a very understanding person. I say a lot of shit. It's like that's a deal breaker. That is that. Like I used to think cheating was a deal breaker. Now I'm like all right. Let's talk about this. Let's see where we at with it. Like I'm just very understanding, and I feel like that's my strong suit, and I feel like that is something that's also going to add to going back to our first question of making me a great woman is like being understanding and being a listener and being accountable. I think once you start to work on those things as a woman or whoever, you can get through a lot, man.
I got cheated on once.
You did.
I got cheated on once, and the reason I got upset not because she cheated, but because she was telling this nigga all my business.
Ooh, pillow talking. Oh, that's
I'm not gonna lie. She was cool. Like I didn't like because I'm not the type. I'm never going through a woman's phone. That shit's all the way out.
Me either. Oh, that's so good. We might have to do a part 2.
She was such a real nigga. She came to me and like, cause this is a long time ago when I lived in England and shit. She came to me, sat down on the bed. She's like, I cheated on you. And I just looked at her. I was like, word? All right.
Damn.
I was like, all right, cool. Like, well, this shit's over now. Like, this shit's over now. And then I guess that wasn't the response that she wanted. So she's like, well, you're not upset. I was like, nah. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
So you've never cheated in your life?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
No, I'm asking.
No,
I was just asking. Okay.
I have cheated.
So would cheating in a relationship be a deal breaker, or would that be something you think you could work through in a relationship?
Me personally, I probably could work through it, but we have to talk about the reason why it happened.
Okay.
Like, if you did it because I wasn't giving you enough time, it depends on what you define as enough time. If I wasn't loving you the way you needed to be loved,
Okay.
and I was purposely ignoring you or not feeding your love languages, and you felt like you had to go outside of our relationship to get what you needed, then that's my fault. That's how I look at it. But if you just went out, got drunk, and fucked somebody,
right, I can't respect that. So
I can't respect that.
If it's okay to ask this question, why did you cheat when you cheated?
Because I was young and I was horny. I just started fucking women for real, so I was like,
okay,
I didn't want to be tied down to one woman, but.
So today, do you think it is possible for you to be with one woman for the rest of your life?
Yeah, today, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure today. But back when I did all my cheating when I was young, so I was like,
one coochie for the rest of your life. You could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm just asking. I'm just always listen.
Nah.
There's a few men that are like, I can do it. Then there's like this great percentage of like, that's not in a male's nature. We are supposed to have. In the Bible, they had all of these women, and God put women here for. So I'm just like, hey guys, maybe it's not possible. Maybe we're crazy for thinking it's possible. That's where I'm getting at.
I'll put it this way. For me personally, I can't speak for all niggas. For me personally, you have to deal with the women. Unless you just bring them in to fuck them and nothing else. But 9 times out of 10, you have to actually talk to them. And one woman is enough. One woman can get on your nerves enough.
That's how I felt, but
so it's like.
Clearly, niggas can handle multiple. I don't know.
It's like, you already get on my nerves. I don't want to deal with 2 of y'all.
2.
Like, I can't imagine having to spend money on 2 women. 2 women that both want shit. They both need their hair done, the nails did, all that other shit. Nah, that's out. I'd rather just pay for the one. I'm cool.
Yeah, that's do you understand though the perspective of like some men who feel like they can't be with one woman or they need 2 women? Again, everything I'm asking is just simply for understanding.
Nah, I do understand. I got homeboys that live that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like, honestly, what I think, to be 100% honest, I think that comes from their women being insecure with themselves. Because I don't think that any woman who is secure with themselves is going to be okay with something like that happen. Me personally, if you're like fully secure and you can take care of your partner, what do you need another woman for? Like, but especially if I'm meeting all your needs, like, how many times does somebody need to fuck a week? You know what I'm saying? And if I'm keeping up with you, why do you feel the need to go fuck somebody else?
Yeah.
So it's like,
but what if he's not getting enough vagina throughout the week? Can you understand that?
That's on the woman, but. There
are men who don't match women's sex drive.
That is also true, but that's a conversation that needs to be had between y'all two. You don't just go out and do it. Y'all got to have this conversation, because I can't fix a problem that I don't know exists.
Good answer.
So if you don't come to me and be like, look, I need more sex. Like, if let's say we're having sex 3 times a week, and you come to me and like, I need to have sex 6 times a week. You're giving me the chance, at least give me the option to fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me the option, come to me and allow me to at least try to fix the problem first. And then if you already told me what was up, and I'm like, man,
and you ain't, then I got to go get you some ass on the side. That's how I feel.
6 times is crazy.
That's when let me go get you some ass then. How about
nobody's really having sex 6 times a week, bro. I'm not going to. That shit.
I don't know. I think
6 times a week is nuts, bro.
I personally, like, because of my own issue, I have a very high sex drive, so I feel like I would need a partner that can give me a whole lot of meat throughout the week.
But 2 people
that I don't know if 6 is the exact number,
but 2 people that work full-time jobs. You work full-time jobs and you can come to my job, all your own stuff going on.
Lay it on me.
I think that lasts for about 3 months, me personally, and then.
I mean, I understand your perspective, but I know me, and I've been fucking for a lot of years.
You know yourself better than I do.
I'll be like, oh man.
Because I've dealt with shit like that too. It's like, oh, I need to have sex every day. It's like, all right. And then,
I mean, I wouldn't say every day, but we need a lot.
Because I've lived that life too. So I fucked every day. It's like, and then after a while, it's just like,
You get tired of the same vagina.
And it's not even that. It's just
See?
like,
No, I'm just kidding.
it's not even that. It's like, who are we outside of the sex? Like, I don't even know if I
Well, that's
like
why
you
I feel
for
like it's important to establish that before you get into the sexual activities or the sexual relationship. I feel like that's what we don't do anymore. It's like we go straight to sex and it's like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't even know what else I like about you besides like we fuck.
Niggas is gonna hate me for saying this. I already know it. But the world would be a much better place. And this is not putting all the blame on women. Just put the coochie away for a little bit. If you actually made niggas work for the coochie, then
That's so good. I
you
knew it. I knew it. That's why I had to put my coochie away because
you make a nigga actually work for the. And I'm not talking
if
about.
we all go on a coochie strike across the board,
no,
ladies, lock that coochie down, and we gonna make them give us what we deserve.
Hell no, we not.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not co-signing that. But if you actually take the time to know a person, like get to learn a person when you're talking to them instead of just rushing into sex,
yeah.
And it's like I said, everything's not black and white. Sometimes the woman wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not all on the man, but sometimes the woman wants to fuck. But if you actually take the time to learn somebody, you can have good sex with any. You can have good sex with anybody because sex is a learned experience. You got to learn the other person's body, like and what they like. So you can have great sex with anybody given the enough time. But people don't feel the need to get to learn each other. They rush into sex, and then next thing you know, somebody's pregnant, and now you're trying to learn who this person is. You don't even know what kind of
parent they are, the point of views you guys have.
You don't even know the person's last name for real. Oh, so it's like,
I did fuck a lot of niggas I don't know their last name. Ooh, God got some work to do. I'm telling you, I'm done.
I'm not gonna. I hit some shit, and I don't.
It's embarrassing, but I just feel like I'm a woman, and it's just worse. Like y'all could get away, just a woman. Like that shit's crazy.
Like niggas watching this, they're gonna be like, all right, that nigga.
Me too. But then when you see a woman, it's like I used to be mad. Like,
because if I say I hit some shit in the club in the bathroom,
y'all gonna be like, me too.
Niggas gonna be like, hell yeah. But if you say you got hit in the club, niggas gonna look at you like, what a harlot.
Like this little dirty coochie. I mean, I'm gonna hit it, but I never respect
you. Feel me? It's like, you feel me? I can't, but I'm still going.
I'm gonna still hit it, but yeah. Well, quick, let's close this out, man. Thanks for chopping it up with me today.
Oh my gosh, this is very impromptu. This was not even supposed to happen, by the way.
This was not. It was not. Thank you, guys.
I'm glad it did happen.
It was fire. It was fire. I think it was a dope conversation. Maybe this is how I'll keep it. I'll just bring people on here to have the conversation with me. I feel like if I just got the camera and it's me, I'm like, ooh, this is too.
Then you get to see who can really have a conversation, who can really hold a conversation. Because a lot of these niggas don't got shit to talk about.
Maybe I'll call this the conversation.
They don't got nothing to talk about for real.
They don't. Mindsets are fucking ass. And you'd be like, okay, that's how you think. And I like to see how people think. That turned me on too, your mindset.
And you'd be like, because if you sit and talk to somebody long enough, you'd be like, you are an idiot.
A complete idiot.
I will never put my dick in you. You are just.
That's good. So what did you take from this conversation?
What you mean?
Like, what was my perspective like, and then how? Yeah, like just.
I mean, well,
my mindset as a woman. Here's a better question. My mindset as a woman. How is it? What do you think?
It's hard to say because I talk to you outside of this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we're actually friends. So for me personally, my honest opinion. But it's stuff you already said. I think there are insecurities that you have. I don't know what they are, but I feel like once those insecurities are gone, you're not gonna want your man to be. You're not gonna want to share your man with.
I never said I wanted to share him.
You did say that.
I said You said I don't believe in. Oh yeah, I did. I mean, that was you talking about my old content that I was posting.
Oh, I guess it was on the first video.
No. Like when you asked me today about like monogamy, when I was like, I don't believe in it. Yeah. I'm not saying that I want to share you. I'm saying, do I have to have that conversation with myself to say, you know what? I don't know if this man is really going to be faithful. So am I going to be accepting of knowing that you might be out there fucking other people? I don't want it in my face. I don't want to share you. I would love for you to just love me. But is that a like delusional mindset for me to think that this man or any man could be with one woman for the rest of his life? So I'm just kind of just
Okay, so
being more understanding of like maybe you won't be able to marry me and just be with me forever.
okay,
I'm
so for
not saying that's not
clarification's sake,
something.
okay, cool.
I don't want to just go into this marriage like, okay, yeah, I would love to share you. I
Okay.
would like to go into this marriage knowing that, you know what, I understand that there may be times where you may not be perfect and maybe you might need something outside of this.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's crazy of me to think that you never will want or need anything else. That's
Mm-hmm.
really where that perspective was coming from.
Okay. Are you into women? Can
I
we talk
do.
about this?
I do. I mean, if
Look,
until we got enough
we
time.
just shit talking.
But that's
I
my
don't
whole
care how
thing.
long.
That's why I do have an attraction to women. That's why sometimes, like in my previous content, I would say like I would enjoy like watching my men with other women because that's something that I'm also into.
If
Like
you're
I like women too.
if your man wanted to watch you with other men, would you be into that?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I like, but because with me, it's like I like just being my man's. Like I just want to be yours. Like I don't feel the need to have multiple men. If I needed somebody else, I would rather you let me get a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Letting
So
another man enter my body, that's extreme. This is yours.
okay, so if he says I want to watch you fuck other women, you that's what
I'll
you cool
do
with
that
that?
if he's cool with that, and yeah. But just
I can.
my man
And
is.
see,
I'm your girl. Like
and I'm all fucked up because I'm all for that. I'm
what?
all
Watching your man fuck another woman?
watching my who?
Oh, I'm
Do what?
asking.
You said
You
watch.
said all for what? Because you.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
like
watching her do another woman.
yeah, like that doesn't
Yes.
fuck with my mental at all.
Yeah. See,
Like that don't fuck
with
with my
me,
mental.
it would just be. But I don't.
But
I
but
don't
it's
need
still
to.
cheating at the end
That
of
is
the day.
very true.
But
And we can catch emotions. So that's why I would say, like, he wouldn't have to let me do that a lot because I could probably catch some real emotions for a woman.
mm-hmm.
So I probably would be like, no, I don't know. Like, but well, yeah, when I'm in love, like, I'm just for you. So I want to do what you want to do. I want to be who you feel you need. But it's not something that would be just on my list. Like, we have to do this to keep me happy or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
sleeping with another man, I could not do that. When it comes to dealing with men, I feel like that's the one time I get to submit and feel like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm dealing with other women, I like it because I get to get out my
Mm-hmm.
masculinity, and I just get to get it out somewhere. When I'm with a woman, I feel like the man,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to get that out sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Have you? I know this is running long, but I'm really just enjoying the conversation. Have you ever been with a man that made you feel safe and secure? You think?
Mm.
Well, you
I mean, I haven't really been in a lot of relationships, so I would say like friendship wise,
how many relationships you been in your whole life?
shit, probably one,
What?
maybe 2.5. Yeah, I don't. I've fucked people, but I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been in a relationship.
Well,
I don't know why. Shit, don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't know.
yo,
I mean, it's always been the
fuck me up with that because I find that so hard to believe.
yeah.
I find that
It's
so
the
hard to believe.
truth. It's really the truth. I don't know. I've talked to guys over months, but I just was never the girl they picked. But I also knew I didn't love myself enough, and I wasn't who I needed to be. I was just giving them my body. I didn't make niggas work. I didn't make niggas see my value. I didn't even see my value. So why was I even worthy of being in a relationship? I was just going in with the coochie. But then it was some trash ass niggas that I was chasing. It was niggas that are just like, I knew you were no good for me, but I did it anyway because it was just kind of like, I don't think I could ever talk to a guy like this. So let me just give him my fucking vagina. Like I just,
Like
I
this is what he's here for anyways. Let me just go.
yeah,
ahead and
like
throw
I've
it at
never
him.
seen like a healthy relationship growing up. When I saw people with like 2 parents, I was like, oh my God, what? That's so crazy. People actually do this. Like I've only seen broken relationships growing up. So I just kind of either one, I was running from it, or I was praying like, I don't ever want that. And then I always had, I actually had a real problem with like if I felt like he was trying to tell me to do something, or if he said something in a certain way, I would just fucking flip out, which, played a big part in a lot of the things that went left. But it was just kind of like, nigga, who you talking to? But
Right.
that's because I just had an issue. I had daddy issues, man. I had a fucking lot of issues. So not trying to put it all on me, but I just want to be accountable. I can only speak on why I think it didn't work. But was that girlfriend material? No. Was a lot of motherfuckers girlfriend material? Probably not. But hey, I just didn't make the cut for niggas.
Which is that blows my
I
mind.
don't know why.
That blows my mind. 'Cause
It blew my mind too.
You
I ain't
cool
never
as
had
hell.
no.
You cool as
I am cool.
hell.
Man. I do be
That's
cool.
what I'm saying. You cool as hell. So it's like
And niggas just sleep on me. I think that's just me. Like I've
you
just
you
always been like this.
you know what I think it is. Honestly,
Talk to me.
they see you're an attractive woman, and you respectfully are well put together. So they're like, okay, she got plenty of niggas, and they probably don't even try it.
Man, I don't. You know, I've always gotten this like you're very intimidating thing my whole life. Like, it doesn't help that I have resting bitch face, but a lot of men always.
I'm not gonna lie, you do be looking.
Yeah, and I'm not
You do
always
be-
like friendly, so I've always gotten that a lot where men have always been intimidated and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know.
Look,
Shit, man.
How did we meet each other, Lou? How did we meet? I'm sitting here trying to think about how we met each other, and I don't remember.
It had to be at you know what it is podcast. I think you joined a podcast. You came in as a guest on a podcast, and then he was like, "Yo, this is quick," and then yeah, it had to be that. I can't. I think that was it. You hopped in a pod, and then yeah.
I'm gonna have to sit and think about that because I was like,
I think it was honestly the one with me, you, Perrier, and Vari. I think that was my first time meeting you.
oh, you know what?
Yeah, and you
I
jumped
think
in.
You're right because they brought me there to meet Perrier.
Exactly.
That's a fact. They brought me in there to meet Perrier.
Yeah.
Perrier. Damn,
It's
that was
crazy.
forever ago.
It was.
All right, I got one more question.
Come on.
Well, for right now, how did you get a close relationship with God? What brought you back to God?
Losing a lot. Let me stop saying losing everything, but losing a lot of material things. I wanted to kill myself, and God was the only person who could have pulled me out of that. So honestly, long story short, it was hitting rock bottom, and I felt like everything that I've gone through in these past 2 years was so necessary, because had I not gone through that, I would have never understood the power of God. I would have never connected to God the way that I'm connected now. I would have never just kind of changed my whole mindset. So sometimes you gotta go through the storm to find God and really get connected. I mean, not to say that I've always knew who God was, but to really get this relationship that I have now, I had to go through some real shit. I had to add to my testimony, man.
Okay, and I know you want to go.
No, I'm just looking back, making sure everything's still going here.
You feel me? Because the last time they been cut off.
This is great. I'm enjoying this. I'm just trying to make sure we good.
Okay, so I don't know if the people know this, and this turned into me interviewing you for real.
I know. I like it. It's cool.
So you moved to California.
I did.
To get away from Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do that, and what brought you back? I know the answer.
Kinda. Honestly, Las Vegas was just becoming dark for me. I just needed to run, and I don't know what in my mind was just all of a sudden like I need to chase my dream in California, which is also was like the feedback too. But I just started to hate Las Vegas. My life was falling apart. I was losing relationships. I just started to hate everything in Vegas, and Vegas just always reminded me of just everything I didn't have, family. I just hated everything about Las Vegas. So I just packed up and I went. And I came back because honestly, family and California was hard. It was hard, and I failed, and that rent was real. It was real.
You say you failed, but in what way do you feel like you failed?
I felt like I failed because I had left months prior, but I just felt like once I made the announcement on social media and I actually told people that I left Vegas, I moved back 2 months later. And I don't know, I just felt like people cheered for me and I thought I was going to succeed, and I had to move back home. And that for me, that felt like a fail to me, because I was like, damn, I couldn't achieve California. But it was tough, and I had to come back to Las Vegas, which wasn't the ideal plan for me. It was hard for me to come back and face people and be like, hey, guys, well, I'm back. I couldn't make it.
I can only say, as somebody who was an observer in that moment, I don't look at it as you failed. I look at it as you went out there for a reset, and to reset your mind and give yourself a reset, give yourself an actual break where you didn't have to worry about anybody but yourself. Yeah. Because sometimes we need that. You need to just focus on yourself sometimes. And I think you got that out there, and then you came 1,000%. Back and you had, it's like, okay, I did what I need to do out here. time to come back because I got
Mm,
people that I need to take care of.
yeah.
I got stuff that I still have to do back home. And when I say back home, I mean Vegas for you.
Yeah.
So
No, you're right. You're right. And that was the best part about leaving Vegas for me was that was probably the first time in my entire life where I just focused on me.
mm-hmm,
It was just me. It was nobody else. I had nobody else's responsibilities but my own. It was I woke up. It was me. It
mm-hmm,
was that, and that was probably the most peace that I had gotten in my entire life. And that was the greatest part about it. Like I wasn't even thinking about like entertainment.
mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about myself and reconnecting with myself and resetting and getting better and getting out of depression. Because when I left, I was fucking in the darkest place ever. But that was the dope thing. Let's just get into focus on me and getting away.
Okay.
It was fire.
I got some more for you because
Oh,
now I'm
come on.
really in my bag.
All right.
Dirty Dale.